So my old Raspberry Pi box was getting a little long in the tooth. It's this one here. It's got a first generation Raspberry Pi in it. It's kind of slow. And I wanted to build the new one into a fun box, so I got chatting with a friend, and I was given two of these boxes. It says SoftNet on there. What SoftNet was a radio-based packet network, or packet data network, developed in Sweden in 1980. It was a mesh network with autonomous nodes that would basically build a network itself. And it was programmed with forth programming that would be executed on the nodes themselves for general execution and repeating of data and such. It's actually still in use today as a form, but it's now called GSM, so it's pretty cool. So given that this is the prototype for the GSM standard, I didn't want to make this a real hack job, so it's actually a non-destructive, totally reversible box mod. So let me just open it and we'll take a look inside. Right, so with the front off we can see a couple of boards. This here is a carrier board for the Raspberry Pi 2 and the miscellaneous supportive components. And here is a latest edition. I built this today. This is well, it's a hard card really. It's basically a hard drive on a carrier card. And here's the power supply. And this is a well, it's a Euro card style compatible box. Including these cards. These are actually connected to a backplane. This is for the main, well, two serial connections on the back. One connected to this VT100 clone terminal, and one is for lab purposes. So if we apply moderate pressure on this, can pull this out. Got a couple of connectors here. We are audio and networking for the Raspberry Pi. So here's a Pi 2, got a USB stick here for shenanigans, got a USB sound card there, and two little homemade USB ports. One is going to the back plane, over to the storage hard drive, is running USB and power through the back plane in the box here. You can probably see it in there, as you can. And the other one is running off to the FTDI adapter here, which is for the secondary lab serial port. The main one is running off the UART on the Raspberry Pi through a MAX 232 compatible chip. That's basically it on this one. Not much to it really. There isn't a lot to this at all. It's basically just a Raspberry Pi. And this project isn't made to make use of the video outputs or any external USB and stuff like that. It's more of a retro project. And, well, this hard drive is a bit of a fiddle to get out. It's kind of tight in there, so I'm not gonna pull it out, I think. But it's just a 20 gig quantum fireball, because why not? With a USB to parallel ATA adapter from a external hard drive caddy. So nothing fancy really. So yeah, let's put this back together and power it up, eh? Right, all back together. So let's flick the power switch on the back. You can see it's starting to boot Raspi here on the serial terminal. Got lots of glare from the light there, but that's alright, I guess. So, the LEDs. We got a power LED, obviously. This here is actually lit up too early. That's funny. That's supposed to come on when the operating system is booted and ready to log in. And that there is the disk light for the Raspberry Pi. I actually wonder why that one lit up. It's never done that before. That's intriguing. So it's almost done booting here with a login prompt. So let's wait for that to happen. It's completely fanless and rather nice. So let's log in here. And we get a custom message of the day, because of course we do. Get various things. So to start the hard drive in this, we need to toggle a GPIO pin, because it's got a relay that switches the power to the hard drive, so can run it with or without it. So let's plonk this in. See if we can do this one-handed. hd0.mount. So this script I've written will bring up the hard drive, i.e. toggle the GPIO pin, wait for 20 seconds for the slow old hard drive to do its thing, and then we'll mount it to the mount point in the operating system. So that's it running now. Don't know if you can hear that or not. Get a down counter here in seconds, so we'll just wait for that to do its thing. And I used a quantum fireball for this because it's a slow revving, kind of clunky, noisy hard drive for the sort of right noises. So there it is mounted. So we can take a music player. I've loaded this hard drive with music, so see it defaults from where I stopped. So get some stuff here. Can play. So that's working. That's pretty neat. And then there we go. It's quit. We have a unmount command that unmounts the drive, hopefully, and switches it off. Sometimes it doesn't unmount properly, but it is fine. Oh, there you go. And the hard drive shuts off. So that's pretty neat. And that's basically it for the moment. I am thinking about connecting the activity LED of the hard drive controller board to this one, so it's also showing the hard card drive activity, but I'll see how I do. It's kind of fun. Just it for now, I guess. So thank you all for watching, and see you guys later.